how to draw this drawing in AutoCAD using AutoLisp or any programming language. In this video, we'll be teaching the syntax for AutoLisp, but the concept remains same using any language, either it is VBA or .NET or C++, and it is not only AutoCAD, it is applicable for wherever you make a sketch, 2D sketch, like it's SolidWorks, Inventor, CATIA, whatever it is, right? Okay, now let's go back. So it is the AutoLisp script. Okay, so you will be able to find the dimensions are matching, like this distance 5, distance 2, this distance is 2.5, whatever, all the distances I have encoded here. And these are the angles. This is at 0 degree, this is at 90, this is at 180 degree, 90 kind of thing. So the angles are here and these are the distance. So I have used polar coordinates. So using polar function you can easily calculate the other points. So there are 7 points, right? P1, P2, P3, something like that. So if you start with this P1, so the P1 is composed of X value and Y value. X is 1.75, Y equal to 4.0 that we have encoded here. And this is the P1, this is this point. And with respect to P1, you are trying to calculate another point P2 here, which is at distance 5 and angle 0. Similarly, from P2, you can calculate P3 at distance 2 and degree 90, and these degrees actually has to be converted to radian using this detour function. Okay, and this polar function actually gives you the newly calculated points. That way you calculate all the points and then you just give the pline command and pass all these points and finally close it to get the closed polyline. Okay, now drag it and give the command. So the command is A. We have defined the command A. Okay, the command A, and you get the drawing very quickly, right? So that way you can, if you can calculate the points, then it is very easy to draw. Now polar coordinates are always helpful. Instead of calculating in Cartesian coordinate with hard-coded values, use polar coordinates. It will be much easier. Your life will be much easier actually, and this concept remains same in any language, whether it is VBA, VB.NET, C#.NET or C++ or any other language, and the concept remains same in any CAD software, because once you calculate the point, you can the syntax of creating the line may be different, but the mathematics or calculation for the calculating the points remains same for any CAD software, either it is Creo, NX, CATIA, Inventor, SolidEdge, SolidWorks, that does not bother. Okay, now what is polar coordinate? So the point P is defined by X and Y, right, in Cartesian coordinate, but in polar coordinates it is the Y is calculated as this distance radius into sine theta, and the X distance is calculated as r cos theta. I hope you remember all of them from your school geometry, and as you see, it is using actually trigonometry, right? But in your Lisp code we don't see any trigonometry. Why? Because this polar function takes care about that trigonometry inside its implementation. So if polar function is available, then you don't have to deal with trigonometry directly. But in some programming languages, the polar function is not readily available, like AutoLisp. In AutoLisp it is readily available, but in other languages it is not readily available. In that case, you have to write your own polar function only one time using this mathematics trigonometric functions, and once this function is ready, you can call and calculate the other points, and once the points are ready, you can use them to draw your figures. It may be polyline, it can be any other things. Once you have the coordinates, you can draw any figure. So summary is, try to understand the polar coordinates and its calculation and learn how to use it. Your life will be much easier as a CAD customization programmer. Thank you.